So in this video, I'm going to go over tagging and branching. As you see, we still have our two projects checked out from before, and I'm going to cd into hello Git and take a look. So from here, tagging is very easy. You simply do git tag and then you supply a name. So I use this nomenclature here, where it's a major release, a minor release, and a sub-release. So this is a full release, so 1.0 would be a release candidate. Anything here is an incremental build towards a release candidate, and these are minor builds that could be features or fixes to an incremental step towards the release candidate. So I'm going to hit return, and to verify that I actually created a tag, I can do git tag with no property supplied, and you'll see that it'll give us that tag back. Branching is very easy, and it's basically the same thing. It's git branch. And before I actually do that, I want to show you that if you just return it and list the branches, you'll see that the main branch that we're working in right now is master. If you remember back from the other video when we did a push back to GitHub, we told it push to origin master. And that's basically saying push it to the trunk of this project. So let's clear this and do a git branch, and we're going to do a test branch. So now git branch should show us two branches, and you see that we're still in master. In order to switch to another branch, you simply do git checkout test branch. So now it tells us that we've switched to the branch, and just to make sure, you see we are now in the test branch. So let's go into FTT here, and we have our project still linked up. So I'm going to remove this trace because we don't need it. And let's add another class. And this doesn't need a soup or anything, we're just going to put it in there. So now we have these two classes, and let's go back over to the command panel. So let's clear this, and now if we do a git status, you see that we have modified one class, and we need to add another class because it's not being versioned. So let's do git add period, git commit m. So now we have this stuff. So one thing to note is that this actually doesn't live on GitHub yet. Remember, you're always working in your local repository. In order to push our branch, we're going to tell Git to push all. And this is now going to, as you see, it's telling us that it's pushed both branches back up to GitHub. And a strange thing is that all doesn't always push back tags. So we can do a git push tags, and now our tags are up on GitHub. And let's verify that by looking at GitHub and doing a refresh. And we should see here that we have two branches now. We have our test branch, our master branch, and we now have a tag when we didn't have that before. Now, let's say you want to do a merge. As you can see, we're still in our test branch. So let's do a git checkout master. So when we do a merge is basically saying take two different branches and pull them together. So we're going to say git merge, and this is the test branch. So what we've done is we've said git, we want to merge. We're currently inside of our master. We want to merge with the test branch, and now it has pulled all those changes over and it's combined them for us. Luckily there was no conflicts. It would normally tell you if there was a conflict, so there's nothing for us to go in and manually clean up. And now if we do a git status, everything should be up to date. So let us clear this and do a git push origin master. And as we push this back up, now the master trunk is going to have all the changes from the merge. There's nothing you need to really recommit unless you have conflicts, and since we didn't have any, everything should be back up on GitHub. So let's go over to GitHub and refresh this and take a look at our source folder and see, here we go. Now we have this test class and we are in master. So our merge was successful. So this covers how to tag, how to branch, and how to merge branches together.